Welcome to Wyreside Lakes. In this video we're going to run through the rules that you need to know to fish for carp on our complex safely. So the first thing you must do when you visit Wyreside is dip all your fish care equipment. So your nets, your slings, your cradle or unhooking mat, and then if you are going to use them, your waders as well. Once you've placed all these in, they need to be in for 5 minutes. So once they're all in the dip, pop in and get checked in reception. It is barbed hooks only, no leaders of any description, lead core, fluorocarbon, safe zone, none of them are allowed. It is tubing or straight through only. There is no nuts of any description allowed. All pellets you use on site must match the brands we sell in the shop, which are sticky baits, Mainline, Dynamite and Bait Guru. Also there's no bait bolts or baiting poles. You must adhere to the speed limit of 10 miles an hour and bibbies must be on the hard standing, not on the grass. For a full list of rules, please visit the website and have a good read up before you come to Wyreside. So now I'm going to show you the lead setups to use at Wyreside to ensure you're fishing safely, and the lead, most importantly, it can drop off if you do come into any snags or your line breaks. So the main one I use is a standard lead clip system with tubing. You can use these naked, however I always prefer to use some tubing. Normally I use around 2 foot of tubing. So first of all you cut your 2 foot of tubing and then get your line. This can be tricky to thread at times, so make sure you cut a point onto the end of your main line and then just thread it through. Once you have got your line fully through the tubing, grab the line at the other end and then you'll start by putting a tail rubber onto the line, and you thread these on thin end first, like so. Then once your tail rubber is on, you need to put a lead clip on, and again you thread these on thin end first, and then next you need to tie a swivel on. And the way I tie a swivel on is very simple. Just thread it through the eye of the swivel and just wrap it round 6 times. 5, 6, and then go back through the big loop you have formed. Like any knot, it's very important to moist these up so you can pull them down perfectly tight, like so, and then just cut off the tag end 5 mil away, and then that is the setup you'll be using. But to make it a lot neater and more effective, pull the lead clip down into the swivel, put the pin in to make it a bolt rig. You can use this without the pin to fish it running style, but I normally do fish it locked on. And then pull your tubing into the thin end of the tail rubber, place your lead onto the clip like so, and then if you always remember to dampen your clip before it goes on to ensure it releases correctly, and then just put your tail rubber on. This tail rubber does not need to be any further than halfway down the clip. If you fully push it on, this rig will then become not safe. So if you put it halfway on, like so, that'd be a perfectly safe rig. I'll just attach a hook link, and when us bailiffs come round to have a chat to you and we do our rig checks, the way we test if the rig is safe is we do the 3 shake test. Meaning, so when you wind a rig in, we'll ask to see it like so. First of all, we'll check if you've got a barbed hook on, and then we'll do the 3 shake test. 1, lead's off, that's perfect, but then we'll carry on. 2, 3, if your lead remains on, we'll deem that rig unsafe and we'll talk you through how we want it set up. So next I am going to move on to the second favourite lead setup for me, which I use in my solid bags, which is an inline lead. So I'll start again by threading 2 foot of tubing. I always use tubing to protect the line and the fish. So once your tubing is threaded, you now need a tail rubber. Again, threading it thin end first. Once you have got that in, just slide that into your tubing so it's all one thing, like so. And then next you'll need an inline lead. I'm going to fish this straight through, so not drop off style. You can fish it drop off style, however on all the lakes at Wyreside in the day tickets I don't think that's essential because they aren't overly weedy. So you would thread the line through the top of the lead, like so, coming out through, coming out at the bottom. And then what's left to do is tie on a swivel. This time it's not a quick change swivel because I don't want an anti-tangle sleeve in the solid bag because it'd make it look messy. Then next you pull the lead down. These are designed for this, so you pull the swivel right in, so this is a bolt effect again. And then just slide the tubing and the tail rubber down so it's all one thing. And that is a tidy lead system for a solid bag, what I use all the time. And this rig is still safe because if anything does snap, the lead pulls out of the swivel like that and that will slide away. So when you're doing this, it's very important that you don't have anything fixed to your line above the tubing, so you don't want any knots, shots, anything like that, nothing above the line. This lead system is sufficient and safe. For any additional rules, please visit our website and see the fishing section and click on rules for a full list of rules. Okay, thank you for watching and I'll see you again soon.